cuckoo. That's David Bowles on the keyboard there. This is Dave Barton over here on the drums. This is Jonathan Barton on the, guitar. Dave Barton on the guitar, Jonathan Barton on the drums, and Doug Rooks back here on the bass. My name is Craig Jones. The silent formulation of this is called the 20th Century Jazz Band, and I see most of you are from the 20th century as well, as we are. Now, I think that's the last song in our repertoire about birds. This next song, another swing tune, for those of you here to dance break, there you are. It's called Have You Met Miss Jones? And the answer to the question is yes. In fact, I co-produced a couple myself. Number one is 31 years old and lives out in Vancouver. Number two is 29. She'll be here at some point this evening. Have you met Miss Jones? Have you met Miss Jones? Someone said as we shook hands, she was just Miss Jones to me. Now I said, Miss Jones, you're a girl who understands. I'm a man who must be free. And all at once I lost my breath. All at once was scared to death. All at once I only heard and sky. Now I've met Miss Jones, and we'll go on meeting till we die. Miss Jones and I. As we shook hands, she was just Miss Jones to me. Now I said, Miss Jones, you're a girl who understands. I'm a man who must be free. And all at once I lost my breath. All at once was scared to death. All at once I only heard and sky. Now I've met Miss Jones, and we'll go on meeting till we die. Miss Jones and I, Miss Jones and I, Miss Jones and I, Miss Jones and I. Please give it up for our sound man here, Rob Bailey. If we sound any good at all, it's because of him, see? And he's the best looking guy in the band as well. So, coincident with the birth of the elder Miss Jones, this song came into my life from Rainey Lee. And when you're a young daddy with a daughter, what do? You dance with your daughter. And I danced with my number one many, many, many times in this song. And I still get a little hurt when I think about it. But we're going to do it anyways.
Every singer has a couple of songs that just fits perfectly in their voice. And this is one of those songs for me. It goes by 3 different titles: Mahad Carnival, A Day in the Life of a Fool, and Black Orpheus. And we're going to play the second of those titles. So a little Latin for you, okay? if I haven't said it already, it is such an honor to be playing with these guys, Dave Barton and Jonathan Barton. This is a father and son combination. My own dad died when I was, a kid, 10 years old. And I can just imagine how powerful it is for Jonathan to be playing with his dad, which he does quite a bit. I mean, that is just beyond cool for me. And David Bowles over here on the keyboards, Doug Rooks on the bass. It's just an honor to be playing with these guys. Starless nights were not in vain, for we together, and what is there to feel together? Our love is as deep as the sea. Our love is as great as a love can be, and we great unknown. If we're alone together, we're alone alternate lyrics for this next song, but I was dissuaded from doing them because it's not entirely politically correct to be politically incorrect. So we're going to do the standard version, and you all know it, and it'd be likely if you sing along. It's called Bye Bye Blackbird.
Here's another Latin number, and then we'll get back to some swings. It's called Nature Boy.
Thank you. On the topic of love, if you are interested in supporting a charity, a local charity here in Kingston, may I draw your attention to Kingston 4 Paws over here. It's a charity that trains service dogs for these conditions listed over there. These are two of those dogs. This is my wife. She and I fostered this big one here named Rigby. These are premium dogs, and they go on to change the lives of the people they go to. And that's what makes giving them up, because that's the first question everybody asks. How do you give them up after 2 years? The answer is, you see what a huge difference they make in the people whose lives they change. So, I mean, it's a local charity, small scale. If you're a dog lover, you might be inclined to take an interest in it. We can answer all your questions. And thank you for that at the end of our commercial. Please give it up for this guy in the headband over here with the floral shirt. This is Greg Hicks. For many years, he organized the Queen's Swing Dance. We played a couple of their parties, and they're just a blast to play, and he is a marvelous dancer. Don't you agree? So Greg, get on the floor because this is a classic swing tune called Moon Dance. It's a marvelous night for a moon dance, the way the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance, beneath the cover of October sky. All the leaves on the trees are falling to the sounds of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to place to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. You know the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. You know that the sun of moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Hey. Well, I wanna make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning is come. And I know that the time will be just right, and straight into my arms you will run. When you turn, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, yeah. There and then I will make you my own every time. I'll tempt you, you just tremble inside, and I know how much you want me that you can't hide. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Now check this out. called The Girl from Ipanema. You kind of got to do this song. the summertime thing. It's just sort of written into the laws of nature. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema was walking as she passes the crest. When she walks, it's like a samba that sways so sweet, swings so gentle that when she passes, each one she passes goes. Oh, but I watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking. As she passes, I smile, she doesn't see. you very much. Thank you. It's wonderful to play down here. This is brought to you by the City of Kingston Downtown Business Association. We are so happy to be here. It's just such a blast to watch these kids and these dancers. What a beautiful night. The song's called There Will Never Be Another You. And it's true. someone new. There will be other songs to sing, another fall, another spring, but there will never be another you. The other lips that I may kiss, they won't thrill me like yours used to do. Yes, I could dream a million dreams, but how can they come true if there will never, never be, there will never, never be, there will never, never be another you. Dave Barton, Jonathan Barton back here on the drums, Doug Brooks on the bass. We only got a couple of songs left. David Cowell's on the piano over here. Should we do a slow ballad? Let's do, I'd like to see some more dancing. But we're gonna change this up a little bit. We're gonna start really rubato and then go Latin. So this is our last Latin tune for this evening. Okay? Yeah, I know. But we'll be back, or somebody will be back to play more Latin. Ron, I promise. Send the song out to my wife over here. We co-authored 2 books together and we didn't kill each other. No small achievement. Yes. The second one will be out in October. I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart that you're nearly a part of me. I've got you under my skin. Joe, I've tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair never can go so well. So why do I try to resist when, darling, I know so well I've got you under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything but my fight for the sake of having you near. In spite of a warning voice comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. Because I've got you under my skin. What do you say, David? myself this affair never can go so well. So why do I try to resist when, darling, I know so well I've got you under my skin. I've sacrificed saying to come what might for the sake of having you here. In spite of a warning voice comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin, and I want you under my skin, and I crave you under my skin, and I love you under my skin. So we're out of time, but can we do one more song? Yeah, okay. So just don't call the cops on us. That's all I ask. This is called Four, and we're going to have a little fun with it. We're going to do fours. Jazz is called fours. Want to take that? I say it in. 1, 2, 1, 2. All the wonderful things that you get out of life are a four. And may not be many, but nobody needs any more. Of many things making the list of life. Truth takes the lead and to relax, knowing the gist of life. It's true to need. The seconds on and happiness makes for free. When you put them together, you know what the last one must be. So maybe truth, honor and happiness, and one thing more, meaning only wonderful, wonderful love, and that makes life.
everybody. Thank you very much for coming out. David Valls on the keyboards here, Dave Barton on the guitar, Jonathan Barton on the drums, and Doug Rooks on the bass. And my name is Craig Jones. Thank you for dancing. Thanks for coming out and supporting live music. Good night. Thank you, Rob Bailey, for making us sound so good.
We are?
Are you?
Not that I know of.